Boarding requested.
Okay guys, hello and welcome
Do you
to
want to
another...
board crew?
No.
Passengers boarding starting.
Welcome to another stream on my YouTube channel. Today we are going to make a little bit of a different flight. Definitely a more challenging flight. Let me lower the volume of GSX a little bit, and also of FS Realistic, and of course also of the MSFS itself, because otherwise it's a little bit too loud and then you can't hear me. Okay, we are standing at London Heathrow here at the moment, and I would like to fly to Jersey today. Jersey is a small island south from yes, I think south in South Dingens in South England. I don't know how to exactly say it. And yes, we're going to fly to this England, not without a reason. First of all, because it's very nice there. Actually, the weather is not so nice, but I really like it to fly there. And what's also nice and very interesting is that the weather there is very special. And I'm talking about the winds today, because if we look at our weather map here, you can see, but I can see it. I have no idea how I can change it, and you can also see it. But when I look to Jersey here on my little on this website Windy, I can already see that the wind is coming from 260 degrees almost directly with runway I think it is 08 in this case. But we're going to let the runway, I think it's going to be runway 26 in this case. And the wind is directly on the runway, and that is really, really good. The wind is directly on the runway, so we will have a lot of headwind, no crosswind. And the winds are actually not like 40 knots or 20 knots or something, what would be already much. They are actually 28 knots with gusting 40 knots, what is really, really much actually. That is almost going to the... There we are really... With this winds we are really coming to the wind limit what the A320 can actually handle. And that's why I would like to fly there, just to feel how it is, and also to see what the plane can handle. Will we get a wind shear or not, and how is it going to be, and also do we have to make a go around or not, and everything like this. I can already imagine that we don't have to make a go around, because first of all the wind is only headwind, so it's not crosswinds, and the approach is going to be kind of slow, definitely really slow, because our plane is not going to be very heavy, so the approach speed is going to be low. And then if we also have so much headwind, the plane is going to be really slow and very kind of nice to control. And that's why I think this is definitely going to work. Okay, yeah. Here you could see weather looks kind of nice, and here in this side it's getting really, really bad. Let's hop into the cockpit and let's actually start up the plane. You can already see the wind on the windshield. That is really nice. So I would say let's go into the Fenix app here and let's make sure that the plane is in cold and dark, that our throttle is also on idle and everything is in cold and dark. Then let's hop into the overhead panel, external power, everything on here, what is needed to be on. This here on IISs also, and we have already started the boarding with the GSX actually, because I want to bring it behind me, because it's always annoying. We are flying from London Heathrow to Echo Golf Juliet, that is Jersey. Our IIS is aligned. Let's take a look at the flight number actually. The flight number, we can see the flight number on flight radar. It's Bravo Alpha, so it's just British Airways 1350. and our call sign is going to be Speedbird 1350, just like the flight number. Flight level, we'll of course take the real one. The flight level today is only flight level 210, so maybe we are going to have some turbulence. Yes, I think we're definitely going to have some turbulence. Let me, yeah, wait a second, let me actually finish the flight plan also on ZIBO, that we have this also. 1350. We're going to fly the Fenix A320, as I already mentioned in the video, in the stream title. We are going to depart from runway 27 left. We already know that from Infinite Flight, really nice times. Nichts gefunden, nichts Gescheites. Was? Nee. And we're going to arrive, as I already mentioned, on runway 26, because that's the only possible option. If we're going to depart on runway 08, we will probably just die. Yeah, you know, it's like, it's definitely challenging because we have much winds, the conditions are definitely not good, and the runway is very short. The runway is not so long there in Jersey, so that's also a thing that is a little bit challenging here. Yeah. Our fuel, block fuel today is going to be 5.0. That's what I expected. Not that much actually. Yeah, and then I would say we can just continue with the flight plan, all that. Yeah, I didn't see any passengers, so fuck you GSX. We have the GOX 2 Golf departure. What the hell is that? GOX 2 Golf. Okay. Insert runway 27 left as I already said. After the November 621, that's an airway, November 621, I think our only airway in this route. No, we also have November, is it actually? Yeah, November 63, that's another airway, we can just make it directly here and then it fills in the other fix. And then Lelna, that's the first point of our arrival into Jersey. Insert, let's go into flight plan again, Jersey arrival, ILS 26, very good, that's the ILS. And we have the Lelna 1 Juliet. Let's hope that this is already there. No, it is not there, that is really, really nice. And then no star. Do we even have Jersey selected? Yes, we have. Then I don't understand why this arrival is not there. Doesn't matter, then we have no arrival. I don't care, to be honest. QNH is, as always, very low in London because the weather is always bad. Also in whole Europe at the moment, the weather seems to be completely shitty. Okay, not in whole Europe, but like France, Germany, England, always bad weather. And also very low air pressure. 9er58. I've normally seen this in winter actually, but okay. I mean, we have summer, or do we have fall? I don't know. Flight level 210. And yeah, it's already started APU actually, because I don't think that it's doing very long what we will do now. We'll simply go to mass and balance now, and we will just click on instant, so it's going a bit faster. PAX 143. Fuel 5.0. Yeah, come on, 5.0. Okay, no, what the fuck, that was the cargo, I was already a bit shocked. 3.6 is the cargo. 5.0 is here the fuel. I was already understanding that wrong, and then I had 2 less fuel and the flight was also there. Instant, and then we're already done. Normally it would be like 8 minutes or something. I don't want to wait that much long, so we are already done. Let's go to the departure performance page. Runway 27 left, flaps 1 plus F, that's good. Let's calculate it. Let's go to the performance page here and let's put in the V-speeds 143, 143, 146. Just like this. Flap setting 1, down 0.5. And our flex temperature today is 86. Okay, nice. Then I would say we are done with this. Let's already make in the zero fuel and everything, and then I would say we are kind of good to go. Jetway is luckily also already away because there were simply no passengers boarding. Thankfully to GSX, that is working really nicely. Okay, nice. Then we are quite far. IOS is aligned in 3 minutes, that's not so long. Let's make the external power array, all the fuel pumps on because we have all the fuel loaded. Ground services, and then we can already make the chocks array and the ground power array, and then I would say we are kind of good to go. Yeah, I will go somewhere and then I will be back in like 2 minutes. Okay guys, I'm back. Let's continue with the pushback actually, also from GSX to only thing that's working. Pushback and departure.
Hello Captain, we are ready for pushback.
Nice. Actually, I really like the black window here in the front. I don't know why that is, but it's looking nice actually. Okay.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Yep. Wait, let me check if all the doors are closed at the ground surface here, and yes, they are all closed. That's very good. We have so laggy as well. Is this? We have. Let me actually put a differential on. Nose. Well, no idea. Wait. Nose. Okay, actually, the nose needs to be on the right side. Nose right.
Locking gear.
So, I can't wait to get out of here because it's just FPS completely bad, even if I don't have a CV for this airport, or I have no idea. Come on, come on.
Release parking brakes. Commencing push.
Let's go.
All engines clear. Start at will.
So pushback is going, engine is also starting, that's very good. Okay. Engine 2 also.
Set parking brakes.
Parking brake
Cockpit
set.
to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
Hey. Gehst du schon mal runter? Was? Nee, wir machen gerade einen Stream, deswegen. Ich mache gerade einen Stream, deswegen. Sage ich kaum einfach gleich. Okay, we have both engines started, as when it switch to
Tow
normal
truck
again.
disconnected.
Oh, shut the
Bypass
fuck
pin
up.
removed.
Ja,
Left is clear. Right is clear.
okay. This brought us to armed flaps to the first position. Sleds and sleds are sleds and flaps are out. We can turn off the APU, turn on the pack again, and make the taxi lights on because we are about to taxi. Sag ich kaum gleich. Bitte. Hey guys, I'm back. Ja, also. We will continue taxiing our way through some left hand. We'll already take this intersection here. Should be fine for us. The airplane is, as I already said. Whoa. What the fuck? Feels a bit slippy or something. Or we are sliding here. We will already take this intersection because this entry because it is definitely doable for us. The plane is not so heavy as I already said, so no worries. I think the wind in Jersey calmed down a little bit. But yeah, I think only a little bit, so we will still have some fun there definitely. Let's make all the lights on. Let's just continue like we are rolling now. Make everything on, transponder, etc. Chrono also. And let's simply take off. Manflex 68 SRS runner out of SRAAS Blue. Then we have 100 knots. Airspeed is still coming alive. V1 rotate. Come on, yeah. A little bit of a crosswind here, just a little bit. Still very chill, positive climb gear up. Still very chilled with the wind here in London Heathrow, so nothing special. We can, if we want, already turn the autopilot on, climb into flight level 210. Yeah. Knecht. Knecht. Thrust is coming to climb. Flaps up. Nice. Nice. Visibility is bad as expected, but this here is looking truly amazing. Wow, look at this. So nice. Let's go into a engine view here. Looking really nice. Okay, so while we are climbing here, I will how do I say it? Brush my teeth. Yes, I will simply wash my teeth, and then I'm going to be back. Wait, no. Before we do that, let's actually change the plane here that we have. The name of it on Volanta, because it's completely bullshit what's standing here. Golf Echo Uniform Julia. Golf Echo Uniform Yankee Yankee Tango. QNH comes to standard. Okay, we are British Airways 1350, as I already said, so that makes sense. Yep, very good. And then I would say let's turn the fasten seatbelt signs off, because we are not experiencing any turbulences or anything. And then I would be back in around 10 minutes. Because I can tell you guys the descent is not far away. Let's actually connect these two waypoints, because we have a flight plan discontinuity there. Insert, and now that's also connected. Descent is really not far away, so yeah. Be right back. Ja, ja. Schon, ja. Because there is already coming the sea. I think it's the, well, this is the, throwing me on the ground. This is actually like the English channel called here, but I think actually it's a part of the Atlantic. Of course it's part of the Atlantic. Yeah. We are already arriving in 15 minutes, so the descent is really not far away. We are staying here on flight level 210. We are still, yeah, ground speed quite good, I would say. We are still quite fast. Descent is in less than 15 minutes, I would say. We can already enter our destination data. Let's go to the next phase and let's actually check the weather there in Jersey. Finally, we will check the header, the weather completely one time. Wind is, yeah, going a little bit down, but it's still very, very much. So, wind 260 degrees, 28 knots. That's very much. The good thing, the only good thing about this is that the wind is directly on the runway that we are going to land. So 260 degrees, and we're going to land on runway 26, so that makes really much sense. QNH is 994, also very low QNH there. Temperature is, yeah, 17 degrees. Nothing to worry about that. And let's actually check the baro. So our minimums here. For that we have to open Navigraph to actually check what the minimums are, and we have to open an approach chart from Jersey. Echo Golf Juliet. Let's search this one, and let's go to the approach chart. VURILSDME, that is what we are searching for 126. Or is there something else? No, we could make an INP, but that's not what we want today. We have to descend to 2,000 feet later, and then when we are descending with when we are descending to when we are descending down on the glide slope, we are going to have a descent gradient of what was it? No. Where is it standing? 3 degrees. Yeah, 3 degrees. That is quite good, I would say. Runway course 263, of course. And in the case of missed approach, you have to climb straight ahead. First of all, straight ahead with the one-way heading, one-way course. At 3,000 feet, we have to turn left on heading 180. So as soon as we reach 3,000, doesn't matter if we are 5 miles away from the one-way or 4 miles, we have to simply turn left 180 as soon as we reach 3,000 feet. It's going to be probably almost over the runway, because this plane is, with this wind, climbing really, really good, I would say. So right here, then just heading 180, and then as directed, maximum 210 knots. 210 knots, yeah, it's going to be okay, I would say, but if it's going to be very windy, maybe we also need to fly more than 210 knots, because otherwise it's getting a little bit dangerous, because if we turn here, we are extremely like directly into the crosswind, and when we turn like here, the opposite, heading 060, then we have like with the wind again, and then the speed is going up again, and then yeah, it's not so easy then, you know. So okay, actually guys, you can't even see what I'm you can't even see what I'm talking about. Wait a second, I'm going to show you here, because otherwise it is not working. And of course I also want you to know what we are doing. Import from SimBrief, and then we can simply go here, Jersey, approach, VURILSDME26, and that's what I just looked at, just in an extra browser, I don't know. There's only 2,000, like this. If this should not work, we have to climb straight ahead. As soon as we pass, as soon as we reach the 3,000, we have to turn left heading 180, like standing here. and then yeah, simply as directed. Normally if there would be an approach or something, or a center approach, it would give us instructions, but we don't have this approach because we are flying offline, and also if you would fly iniBuilds or Beuteful, there would be nobody actually, so we will just fly our own stuff in this case, heading 180, then probably heading 060 would not make the most sense, or heading 057, then it will be directly perfectly. And yeah, here in this part I can already tell you we are going to be probably more than 250 knots or something, even if we only have 210, because we're going to have much headwind, no, tailwind. Good. There is also alternative procedure, maximum 185 knots. That's a bit low from the speed with these winds, so this is no option for us. At 3000 extends outbound leg of howling to 9.5 miles away from India Delta Delta. That is the ILS. Descending to 2000, then turn left to intercept final. Okay, that's also an option, but that's not an option for us. We're going to fly the standard missed approach procedure if we have to make a go round. I'm not swearing on this because it's just in the case. Okay, auto brake of course medium for today. Let's also go to the landing arrival performance to also do this. One way, yeah, let's check actually the weather. We have at the moment a little bit of rain, but not that much, so I would say that the runway is in a good / medium condition, depending on how dry or not dry it is. We can just apply the meter. Our gross weight is going to be 627, like it's standing down there. Auto brake of course medium, because the runway is not so long. That's definitely going to reach, and we're going to make the auto throttle off, actually, of course off, because I want to do it my own. Flaps full, that's everything checked. Runway of course 26, and this is what we get. Oh, okay. Okay, the EFP is saying right now that it's not going to reach. That is interesting, even if we have so much headwind, and that's the point where I think that this is not true. We have so much headwind, guys. Look, wait. Let's fill in the minimums. The minimums are 472, 472, like this. Our missed approach altitude, yeah, okay, sorry, that's actually sent here. 2000. Our missed approach altitude climbing to 3000 feet. That's all what we talked about. It can't be. Wait, let me actually confirm the approach phase. And our final approach is going to be 141 knots. That's not so fast. And with the headwind we will have, we're going to be like, oh, I don't know, we are going to be probably like 120 knots fast or something, or less, with the headwind we are going to have. So I don't think we have to stress ourselves too much about this now. We could also make maximum auto brake actually, but this would not reach, and you can't even activate. You can't even activate it, so we will just try medium. If it's not going to reach, okay, go round, and then we have to look what we can do. Bro, why is he not descending? Yeah, okay. And then we can look what we do, but I would say let's just try it with medium. It should be fine. The plane is breaking down really good with auto brakes medium. I already tried it sometimes, and the plane is breaking down really good with this, even without the reversers, and I'm never using reversers because it's simply not working for my throttle that I have. Okay, I think we have briefed the landing quite well. Let's actually look one more time at the weather. Let's also turn, okay, predictive wind shear is also on. Let's actually look at the weather one more time. Temperature are just normal 17 degrees down there. We have 85% of Feuchtigkeit in the Luft. We have there are at the moment 44% clouds, so definitely some clouds. Low clouds we have 36%, not that much actually, 35% even, and we have no thunderstorms, only a little bit of rain, so I would say the weather is quite fine. But actually what I see here in the front is not so good actually. Also below us we can actually, below us we can actually see quite well. So, Joni, hast du gerade meinen Stream am Laufen eigentlich nebenbei? Joni! Hast du meinen Stream gerade am Laufen nebenbei? Okay. Ne, weil mir schaut hier dauernd jemand zu. Actually, I mean, I'm okay. There are two persons watching. The first person is me, and the other person is Fu. Hello. Can you maybe write something in the chat, because welcome to the stream. Sehr schön. Okay. Good. Then we are in the descent, as I already said. Let's actually turn the fasten seatbelt signs on again, just to make sure that everybody is at their seats, because it is going to be a little bit bumpy. Wow, look at this, so amazing. England has some beautiful coasts, really nice. Or actually, I think that was not England, actually, yes, that is near Cherbourg or something. Yeah, that's actually France. Somewhere here must be Sourtonville, where I have been in the holidays. Really nice place. Actually, somewhere over here, it's a very nice restaurant where you can eat, and you have an amazing view here on these cliffs. And I think it is somewhere over here. Really, really nice place. Nice place to be. And somewhere over here must be Sourtonville. So you already see the weather is not good there at the moment. Good. Right now the wind is coming quite good from the side. 42 knots from the side. And actually, look how much it is. By going into this view here, okay, we can already see it's quite much. And here also, of course, we have some nice crosswinds. But here at this flight level, this is not something special for a plane actually, because it's completely fine, I would say. Good. Let's actually descend a little bit faster, that we have a little bit time here, that it's not like directly so stressful. Let's activate a little bit of speed brakes, because otherwise we are going to be too fast below 10,000 feet. Because below 10,000 feet we need to be below 250 knots, and we want to make sure that we are not above 250 knots below 10,000 feet. That would be not good. Actually, some really, really nice clouds here near Jersey. Really, really interesting. And actually what I see here are some interesting looking low clouds. We will see. We will see how it's going, and low clouds. We will see. We will see. Good. Speed is also going down. We can already activate the landing lights and turn them on. Then let's make the speed brakes in again, because we are already below 250 knots. Okay, let's actually make them out halfway, because I don't want to risk this. Good. Here is the I don't know how to exactly explain what this is. I don't know the name of this. It's simply this arrow is showing us when we're going to be at 2,000 feet. We need to be at 2,000 feet to enter the ILS. And that is basically completely fine. Let's actually go to 220 knots. No, let's actually go to the green dot speed to 10 knots. Just that we are not too fast as soon as we come in. because you can already see we have 33 knots of crosswind, 33 knots of crosswind, 33 knots of tailwind, 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 33 knots of tailwind the more we get down, the less the wind is getting. That's something really interesting. I was not expecting this. I was expecting it to be a little bit more actually, but that's fine. And you can see our ground speed, so our speed above ground is 269 knots. Not because we are actually so fast, actually because we have a little bit of tailwind, and because this is quite much, this is already affecting the ground speed a little bit in a special way. Look at these amazing clouds, so nice. Okay, it feels like we are coming in a little bit high, but I would say that's still fine. Actually, yeah, okay, actually I know this coast here, I think I know this part here, looking really nice. Yeah, really nice, okay. Then 10 miles of the view. Let's make these lights also on, that we have this already activated. Good, and then we are actually not far away from landing this plane. The wind is really going down now a little bit to 90 knots. I was expecting it to be a little bit more windy, especially on this altitude here, but yeah, it is fine. QNH like it is. Wait, let me actually check the QNH. Yeah, it was 904 actually, but no worries. Also here, now there's coming the glide slope, like directly 90 degrees away from us. There's the runway, so everything is fine, everything is working like it should, and that's really good. Yeah. Okay. Now we are coming in. Whoa. Speed. Okay, now the autopilot is disconnected. Doesn't care. It's okay. Speed check, flaps 1. Only the sleds in this case. Now let's go to the speed that is good for the sleds. Now there's coming the glide slope down, and then we can also activate our approach mode right now. We can't see the runway yet because it's a little bit... it's definitely hard to see the runway actually. Spoilers are armed. Yeah, speed is fine. We have... guys, look, we have 280 knots of headwind. It is not shaking very much, but we have right now already 166 knots of the crosswind. If we are going down to 141 knots, it's going to be really slow. Speed check flaps 2. Now there are the flaps also coming out. Let's go to 170 knots. Because we are already so low and actually quite near to the runway. Let's also put the gear already down and the final approach speed of 141 knots. And you can already see that the ground speed is going to our final approach speed, but actually our airspeed is still 160. The speed check flaps 3. And also you can see the speed is going down quite well without any air brakes or anything. Speed check flaps 4. Because of the strong headwinds of 26 knots. Okay, we still can't see the runway. In the case if we are not able to see the runway on our minimums 472 feet, we have to go around. So, okay, I can actually see the runway. Runway is inside. There it is, behind this cloud layer or something. Now it's also getting a little bit more bumpy, of course. That's what I expected. 1000. Stabilized missed approach altitude is set to 3000 feet. That's what our missed approach altitude is. We have one, as I expected, around 120 knots, so we are really slow right now. Okay, there's coming this weird cloud layer actually. Speed is going a little bit crazy, but it's still completely fine, I would say. And the winds are actually quite good, not that much as I expected. That is interesting. Okay, one way is inside. We can disconnect the autopilot and continue manually. High controls. Auto thrust is also coming off. Oh, yeah. Let's not descend too fast. The plane is descending a little bit too fast now. We have 3 rights, 1. Yeah, we just hit it a little bit of a wind shear there. Go round. Okay, let's not change anything because I think we are still in the wind shear. There's just no wind shear warning. You can see that the speed is really. Okay, now the speed is going up slowly. Okay, now gear up, flaps 3. Go round flaps. We're going to follow the go round track as soon as we reach 3000 feet. Speed check, flaps 2. Actually, you saw this, guys. The plane was just descending uncontrolled. We hit it a little bit of a wind shear there, and yeah, there it goes. Fast climb. Speed checked, flaps 1. Yeah, that's checked. We have almost runway heading, that's good. Let's actually activate the autopilot. And let's make the flaps up. Maximum speed 210 knots. That's like directly at the green dot speed, that's good. We have 3000 feet, so let's turn left heading 185. You saw it, guys, we really had it, hit it wind shear there. It's just weird that the plane is not saying it actually. I mean, I have turned on predictive wind shear and the plane is not saying anything. So you just have to feel what is going on actually. And what I saw was clearly that the plane was descending very uncontrolled. So yeah, that's all we could do, just going around. Okay, no, actually we had to turn left heading 180 instead of 185. Yeah. And now, just as long as we need it, we have full crosswind now. Yeah, we have extremely much crosswind. Okay. Always because of this rudder, the autopilot is turning off. So, I would say let's start to think about turning into the downwind and building ourselves a little bit of a downwind leg as soon as we are far away enough from the terrain that is actually here. I don't know how high this terrain is. We are only at 3000 feet, that's not so high. So we need to pay attention what the terrain is doing. Let's actually turn left heading 060 now because that's the opposite one we're heading. So we're bringing ourselves into a perfect downwind leg now for runway 26 again. Ja. Juni, du hast es gesehen, ne? Ich weiß es nicht, ich habe keine Ahnung. Ja. Und ich hab's an, aber er sagt einfach nichts. Und es war und es war ganz klar eine Windshear. Ja. Und ich bin auch erstmal nicht so leicht rausgekommen. Also ich habe das auf BX plus T. Das ist das Wetterrad, das hat nichts mit der Windshear zu tun, aber ich habe Predictive Windshear an. Ja, vielleicht. Ich mache jetzt mal das hier an, vielleicht. Aber keine Ahnung. Wirklich, ich weiß es nicht, warum das nichts sagt. Es war ganz klar eine Windshear. Okay, guys, actually heading 060 is not the correct heading that we should fly. That is bringing ourselves in a little bit of a bad situation. That's actually fly heading 075 or something. Then it's looking a little bit better. Because we don't want to be too close to the airport actually. Yeah. And as I already mentioned, speed is going up now, more than 250 knots even if we have only 210 knots. That's because of the strong tailwind. Okay, let's check out if we are going to hit some winds there again on final, or if it's away. Yeah, I don't want to talk about this, but just to know, our alternate would be new cry. I was not even looking at the alternate. Would have been smart if I would have done it, but yeah, we would have enough fuel for this, but it is not our goal actually, because actually wind shears are actually simulated in the simulator. I have had, I don't know, that is probably my third wind shear in this sim, or my fourth wind shear in the sim with a plane, and the GPWS system and the predictive wind shear system was not saying anything, and I had these wind shears all the time in the Airbus. In Boeing, almost never. But the Airbus is simply not saying something. Guys, you saw it. It was clear that this was a wind shear, but the Airbus was not saying wind shear or anything. We were descending really rapidly. It was during a little bit of a time until we got out of the wind shear, so the speed was really like staying at 140 knots. Was definitely not much, and there was still nothing coming with wind shear or anything. The speed was definitely staying down. We had a little bit of trouble of climbing only because of this wind shear, but the system was not saying anything, and that's something that I don't like, because it was clear that this was a wind shear, definitely. Okay, let's turn direct to Charlie Foxtrot 26. That is simply the fix that brings us directly into the ILS, so we're simply going to try it again. Let's descend to 2,000 feet again. Yeah. And what I really like here is actually that the waves are really, you can already see on the waves that it's windy, and that's what I love about the sim actually. That's looking really nice. Good. Actually I think this wind shear was quite interesting, because it was coming so unexpected. Normally if you already feel okay, it's getting really now, it's getting really bumpy. It's clear, okay, if the approach gets more unstable, you have to go around. But in this case, it was really that I was not expecting it. We were on final. It felt like everything was completely stabilized and fine, and now, bam, altitude is going completely down, and I couldn't do anything about it. Okay, we are almost in the air already for 40 minutes. Yeah, we're coming again into the ILS. Localizer is coming. Light slope also, slowly. And as soon as we are completely stabilized and established with the localizer, I can already turn the approach mode on. That's the case now, because better too early than too late. There's already coming the glide slope, speed check flaps 1, or simply the sleds that are coming out now. As you can already see here, only the sleds are coming forward, and if you go into this view, we are not able to see any flaps, only the sleds are coming out now. That's also interesting. And then we can also do the other procedures. Now the clouds, because of the wind, are definitely different. So we can already see that we have no visibility here. We have no visual contact with the runway. We have no eye contact with the runway. The only thing that we can see right now are the clouds, and we can only hope that this is getting better. Speed check flaps 2, 170 knots. I don't know if 170 knots are correct for flaps 2 I think it's quite fine. Speed get down. I think it should be quite fine actually. Glide slope is also captured now. We are going down 1 for 1 knots again. Or let's actually check if something changed there with the approach speed. No, there was changing nothing in these few minutes. Speed check, flaps 3, it's going down quick with the speed here. Speed check, flaps 2, flaps 4, what the fuck, flaps 4. Also some vane. Let's put the Vipers on. Okay, actually the Vipers are not helping me. They just annoy me, so let's turn them off. Okay, now we have a really interesting vane front cloud here, almost directly over the
1,000.
airport, 1,000 feet. Stabilize missed approach, altitude set. Hello, your local flight simmer. Hello, welcome to the stream. Okay. There we are again. There's the runway. Autopilot disconnect. Live controls. Auto throttle also off. My auto throttle also, and let's keep an eye on what the wind is doing. Now the airspeed is going up again a little bit, what is not so good. What is not so good, what is not so good, let's see what is happening. I'm
500.
prepared for everything. Airspeed is going up again. Oh, that's not good, airspeed is going up. You see how the airspeed is going up.
100 above.
Come on, let's continue like this. Yeah,
Minimum.
getting really, really bumpy here. Airspeed is going up
100.
completely here.
Light slope.
Now it's going down again.
40, 30, 20. Retard.
Oh, this is not gonna work. Go on, flaps. Gear also coming up now. This is not gonna work like this. You saw it, guys. Yeah. Yes, this is the Fenix. Yes, I would go 1-2. Yes, because you saw how the speed was going up, and if the speed is going up like this, okay, speed check, flaps 2. If the speed is going up like this, it's always a sign that the speed is about to go down very rapidly, and that was exactly what was happening. Okay, current heading, autopilot on, coming to 3,000 feet. Fast climb, speed check, flips up, speed 210. And if the speed is going, up like this all the time, it's a sign that you will hit a wind shear where the wind is changing completely. Because in the moment where you have so much, where you're getting so much speed, we have tailwind, and then in the moment where you hit the wind shear, actually the wind is completely changing its its direction very quick. And in this moment you are not able to do anything anymore. The speed is simply going down, and you are simply falling down because you are losing so much speed. And then if I would not have pulled up and just make the power almost to full power, then it would have been a minus 600 FPM landing or something, and I don't want to do this, so better decision to just go on. And it's like this typical thing, if I pull the stick towards me then and make the engine's power almost full, what is happening is that the nose is coming up again, and then we are gaining altitude again. And if we would try to land then, even if we were completely too high, and even if we would completely like overshoot the touchdown zone, it would be a hard landing still, because we would get too slowly again, and that's what I don't want to do. So I just I made a go round. A second one actually. Let's see how it's working in the next try. Yeah, definitely very interesting conditions here. Okay, let's turn left actually 080 or something. Let's see how this works. We are making some nice pattern works here, some nice touch and goes. That the passengers can enjoy the view here above the clouds a little bit. Actually, it's looking amazing. But let's actually check our fuel. We of course still have enough fuel, we don't have to worry about this. But I would say if this next try is again not working, we really have to think about what we are doing, because then it's getting a little bit yeah, weird, because we are always trying it completely new and it's not getting better, and then it makes no sense anymore to try it, so then we have to divert actually. But I've not filed a secondary flight plan, so this would be, yeah, stressful. But let's not think about something like this. Let's just focus on doing the landing here in Jersey, because that was our goal. And actually, I was writing into the title of the video "Challenging Flight to Jersey" before I even made the approach, because I directly knew that it is going to be something like this.
Das geht nicht. Hast du gesehen, was jetzt die Scheiße war?
Wenn der Speed so hoch geht, ist es ein Zeichen dafür, dass das ja. Ja. Nee, ich will vermeiden, dass der Flieger einfach nur runterfällt. Okay guys, actually I really need to go to the toilet now. I will press escape and I'm going to be back in like 3 minutes. Das war tatsächlich mal so gemacht, dass ich mit der 767 mal gelandet bin oder ILS und dann das funktioniert. Bis der ankommt, ist der Wind wieder weg. Okay guys, let's give this approach another try, direct to Charlie Foxtrot 26 again, as we are already almost used to it actually. Yeah, and of course let's also descend again to 2000 feet. Total idle open descent, alt blue. And actually the interesting thing is that the real EasyJets and British Airways A319s that are currently flying there, they are still flying. They are not cancelling the process only because of these winds, and I'm simply too dumb to land here. I mean, I'm not too dumb, but it is not easy with this plane because the Fenix is very realistic. It's flying not so easy, and that's why it's quite difficult actually, as you can imagine. Okay, we have 2000 feet QNH. Let's check if something changed there. Yes, that changed something with QNH 995 now. That's good. We're turning into the localizer again. As soon as we have the localizer captured, we can turn the approach mode on again. There's coming the glide slope again. Speed check, flaps 1. Approach mode is on. Glide slope is also coming. Localizer is captured. We are still not able to see the runway, but this is going to change, I think. Let's give it another try. And if this is not working, we are going to try it another time, and if this third time is not working, I think we need to plan something, because this is not good. Okay, gear down, flaps 2, final approach, speed 141 again. Okay, actually it's 140 now. Speed check flaps 3. We are still in this cloud, coming out of it actually. You know, after the second try I'm starting to get a little bit nervous. Speed check flaps 4. I can see the runway, I think. Yes, there's the runway. Looks like we have a little bit of crosswinds now actually, as you can already see. Yes, we definitely have some crosswind. Nope. Okay. 3000 feet is set for the missed approach altitude again. Let's hope we're not going to need these 3000 feet for a third time. Okay, let's turn the autopilot off. I'm able to see the runway. Autopilot is off. My controls. Flight controls. Also for the auto throttle actually. Whoa. Wait. That's not a wind, that's simply my choice that it is making dumb stuff at the moment. That was not any wind. Speed is going kind of crazy again. Now it's starting to feel a little bit safer actually, but here it's getting bumpy again. To right to red. Let's try to maintain it like this. Let's not climb too much. Speed is going up again. It's getting so bumpy here over these streets. It's unbelievable. It's not normal.
100.
Now we are descending again. Rapidly. It's looking quite good.
40, 30, 20, retard.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay. Nice, autopilot in use. 100 knots. 80 knots. That little bounce will not kill us, guys. Welcome to Jersey. Let's make everything off here. And let's just exit the runway. Get away from this little runway, guys. Yeah, I would say that really was a nice challenge. Flaps are coming up. And spoilers. Also coming off. Lights are coming off. Let's start the APU. And let's actually check where the wheel plane was going. Yeah, the wheel plane was simply, yeah, let's see where we even exited the runway. Yeah, we were at 373 FPM landing, I would say, for this conditions. This is, of course, it's not smooth, but I would say for this for these conditions, it's completely fine, I would say. Yeah, we are on our correct way, for taxiing to ascend. You can just exit these gates there. Should be fine. Okay, 55, almost 56 minutes of airtime now. That was long, really long. But there we finally are in Jersey. And I don't think we have a checkmate or something available here, so let's simply try to park somewhere over here. Wow, it's really hard with the wind here actually to turn the airplane. Parking brake is set. APU is also already running. Let's turn both engines off. And there we are. Finally, guys. Beacon light comes off. Fast and ZIBO signs are also finally coming off. Crew supply. This stuff. Deboard and also deboarding with GSX now.
The boarding requested.
British Airways. Let's open a window for some fresh air. We really need this. I'm actually going to open my wheel window also. very important. Okay guys, there we finally are. We made it down safely after 2 go rounds. I mean, yeah, can happen guys, can happen. It's important, in my opinion, it's important that you are practicing something like this, that you are also bringing yourself in situations like this, that you just can be more chilled when you are landing at like Frankfurt or Munich or something, where it's, yeah, really chilled actually to land, for me personally, because I just like, I just love it to give myself new challenges in the zone. It doesn't matter if it's landing on a small runway here in Jersey, or in Greece, somewhere in Heraklion, or in Skiathos or something. It's just always nice to give myself new challenges in this sim. It makes unbelievably much fun.
Passengers bus is coming.
Yeah, nice. Also with GSX, we have, of course, because there could possibly be some rain, of course, nice gangways, no, not gangways, nice stairs here, where the passengers stay dry. Very nice. Yeah, okay. Then I would say, guys, you can look the passengers deboarding the aircraft, and then I would already, yeah, prepare the stream to shut down. Now it's also starting to rain, so let's close the window. Okay guys, I would say
Passengers deboarding starting.
thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next stream. Bye bye.